A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then, the Iberian Derby has always been a very special occasion. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
So it's away we go then. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Williams, he's through now, can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And it's hoisted clear. Rafael Leao has it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's well spotted. Merino. Yamal. It's a throw-in. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Gently done.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! Oh, the ball's come loose here. João Cancelo clears. Yamal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Yamal, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kubasi. Merino. Pass is just off target. João Neves. Quarter of an hour played. João Neves. Rafael Leao in acres of... Rafael Leao! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
He's had a shot! Pedro Porro clears it away. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Cristiano Ronaldo! Yes, it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Vitinha, good driving run. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Rafael Leao!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Quality ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. In with the challenge. Tries to dink it in. Rafael Leao! Rafael Leao! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Half an hour played now. Merino. That's a nicely measured pass. He's onside. That's a pretty loose pass. He's had a hit! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Spain get themselves into the lead. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha. Well, that has not gone well. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Pedri. Pedri gets through on his own. And the shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Over to the left.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Vitinha. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pedri. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great hit! Goal! Portugal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Morata. Yamal receives it in a good shapes to shoot! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nuno Mendes. Pedri. Showing great feet there. Nicely spread. Played back in. That is a brilliant interception. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Diogo Jota. Oh, he's found him in space. Hits one. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And the half-time whistle goes. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Now it's Rafael Leao, and he was quick to react. And it's been shipped out wide. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro spots it and intercepts. Yamal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Corner number 2 then. Nice interception, well timed. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Nico Williams. And it's Morata. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Morata. No, he's not getting past him there. Rafael Leao. João Neves. Now it's Diogo Jota. João Cancelo could try cutting inside here. Almost an hour gone. That's a good run down the left. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17. Número 21. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11.
Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nico Williams. Ball is over the line. Portugal making another change here.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 19. Número 23. Vão dar os seus lugares.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And no, that was never going to make it. Nico Williams. Merino.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. João Palhinha. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Portugal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. Diogo Dalot. Pedro Neto. Laporte with a fine tackle. Pedri.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And back to the keeper they go. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Kubasi. Laporte. Could be danger. Chance! Yes! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Zaragoza joining us here, the potential saviour.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, without doubt, that's given the coach food for thought. Does he settle for extra time or try to go for a winner before then? Decision time.
Played into space out wide. Oh, he's in!
Spain merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Joao Felix. Joao Neves. Change of plan here, perhaps.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Punched away. He's got to be in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking here to chip it through. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Yamal has been caught there, it's a foul. Kubasi. Joao Neves kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yamal! And that could so easily have gone in. It didn't, and the 90 minutes are up.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And we are already back underway. Portugal did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the terrific header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Matheus Nunes. Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Cucurella. It's Pedri. Zaragoza. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Ruben Dias. Yamal. Joao Felix. Yamal given the lift of his goal. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Extra time reaches half-time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And the action has already restarted. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Cucurella. He's picked his way through. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That has been slung wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Spain looking to pass their way through. Well read, nice interception. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot calmly anticipates. Diogo Dalot. Fabian Ruiz. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. Cristiano Ronaldo is over the first kick. And he's found the net.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. 1-1.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Pedro Neto is second man up. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
And so the captain steps up. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Portugal with this chance to pull two clear. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
The third man in the queue. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. And he sticks it away.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Yamal is the fourth man to step up. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper. 3-3. Alina is the fifth volunteer.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. What poise! What noise!
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Diogo Costa obliged to stop this to keep them alive. That's it! It is done! Portugal fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then the Iberian Derby has always been a very special occasion. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nuno Mendes. And here's Rafael Leao.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has...
Up he goes! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Merino. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, they could be caught out here. Hits one! Yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He has found the way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? Pau Kubasi gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rafael Leao is flagged offside. Merino.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Defending of the desperate variety. Look at the space here. Crossed in again. It's a mighty effort. Goal, Spain! And the comeback is complete. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that has been knocked clear. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple...
And the finish! Goal! Portugal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And now he has two. This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Subimendi. Nico Williams. And that could set him on his way. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
João Palhinha. João Neves. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha. João Neves. Kubasi. Now Subimendi. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank. Pedri. Pedri! The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's had a crack. Ball is over the line. Raya. And it's Laporte. Yamal, 2 assists to his credit already. Pedri has a look and plays it forward. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pedro Porro. Oh, has a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. And João Palhinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the pass is intercepted. Subimendi. Merino. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Portugal playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder... Oh, smashing header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Jota.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And there's his chance to lead the counter. João Cancelo. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Morata. Merino. He's through here. It's Morata! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass somewhat off target. Laporte. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal. Mendes was in no mood for any of that. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
That's a little off target. Oh, great ball! Williams. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The fullback is in acres of space here. Big header! Jota chasing after it.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he's intervened well there. João Palhinha. Oh, easy pickings there. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Plays a sharp little ball here. João Neves. He's got the shot away! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Portugal making another change here.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Mendes gets across and deals with it. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Diogo Jota. Portugal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, well played, well played. Merino. Pedro Porro is fouled. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 19. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 5. Número 2. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
He's looking for the runner here. Nico Williams looking to get on the end of this. Jota. Now it's João Felix. Matheus Nunes.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
That's a throw. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Dani Olmo coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And it's Morata.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that has left him in a heap. Into the last 5 minutes.
Portugal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
There's the hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Fabian Ruiz. Dani Olmo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Joao Felix.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And he's in on decent hit! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Portugal could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that will be it. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then the Iberian derby has always been a very special occasion. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the... Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Rafael Leao in acres of space out wide.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Rafael Leao. Oh, the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again.
Portugal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Mendes makes the interception. Nuno Mendes. Merino. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Palhinha concedes a free kick for that. Laporte. And Kubasi. Oh, that's a key interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Jota. Oh, that's well spotted. Pedri. Shifted upfield. Nico Williams. Jota! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Short changes him with that pass. João Neves. And it's Cancelo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Simplicity itself.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Nico Williams. Morata. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Pedro Porro. He's got to be in here! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is out of play. Good pressure, determined, intense. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Decent hit! That's going to go a long way.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Approaching the half-hour mark. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Pedro Porro. Merino. No, he's not getting any further than that. Pedri! Pedri! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Has a look and plays it forward. And they can counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Great defending, strong and determined. João Neves. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Zubimendi for Merino. Kubasi. Now it's Rafael Leao. João Neves. Oh, well played. Zubimendi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pedri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rafael Leao. Can he put it away? Merino. Now Nico Williams. Just eases him off the ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Portugal ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Vamos todos saudar os nossos jogadores.
Here we go again. Yamal. Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
João Palhinha. Here's Vitinha. That's been cut out, well played. Subimendi. Vitinha. And João Palhinha. Now it's Morata. And it's Morata. Yamal. Pressure coming in from all directions. Merino. He's tried one! Good try, very good try in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And that's been won straight back. João Palhinha. Mendes, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Yamal. No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Aimed beyond the defence. Vitinha. Portugal with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Ronaldo is eyeing up his options in the middle. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, terrible pass. He has found the way through. Jota! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Com a camisola número 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's João Felix. He could be in here.
Este jogo teve uma assistência de
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
68 espectadores.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Goes down, but nothing given. Nico Williams running with the ball. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets a good foot in there. Yamal might just make this. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 21. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Merino.
14. Número 5.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Morata. Nico Williams. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Spain
Appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Nico Williams.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedro Neto. Subimendi. Yamal. Joao Felix could try cutting inside here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
This is the time you need that pace.
Merino. And it's Morata. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And that is a little undercooked. Williams. He's got the shot away! It's in!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Marcou para a Espanha. Aos 85 minutos de jogo. O camisola. Número 11.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Joao Felix.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Laporte tries to clear. Into the last 5 minutes. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's shifting through the gears here. Nico Williams. Oh, what a ball! João Palhinha. Matheus Nunes. It's Bernardo Silva.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de...
Matheus Nunes. That pass has been well intercepted. 4 extra minutes added on. Matheus Nunes. Diogo Dalot. And he's gone backward here. Picked out brilliantly. Merino. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Well, how will we look back on that?
Portugal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties. Martinez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of... And Martinez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Martinez is offering a wry smile there.
Alvarez. Tagliafico. And he cuts out the supply. Portugal still without a single shot on target. And it's Messi. João Cancelo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Fernandes. Martinez. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Paul. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Played back in. Ruben Dias with the clearance. He's looking to set free a runner. Tagliafico showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. João Palhinha. Martinez.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bernardo Silva absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
McAllister. Tagliafico. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Alvarez. McAllister. For De Paul.
Oh, that's such a good run.
He's had a hit! Argentina! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Ball's gone out of play. Ruben Diaz. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Molina.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vitinha. That's a shade optimistic. McAllister. Oh, strongly challenged there. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. He's found... There's the shot! Otamendi gets rid without sophistication. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That is lovely. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. De Paul. Martinez has found the net here, of course. Messi carries the ball down the right. Now it's Rafael Leao. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's been taken short. Now the finish! It has another go! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
McAllister. Pass is just off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. João Palhinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vitinha, played out to the right. Vitinha. No way through there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Shot at goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Portugal are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Fernandes cuts out the pass. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Chance! He's got away with one there. McAllister delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Bruno Fernandes. Here's Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. And João Palhinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Molina has created one goal already. McAllister. Martinez. João Cancelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alvarez. Tagliafico. It'll be a throw-in. Alvarez. Fernandes. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Tagliafico. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ruben Dias. Aim forwards. Now it's Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mendes has it out wide and in space.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Portugal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He rises! And another try! Yes! And they are cruising away. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina find a position of real strength now. Aimed beyond the defence.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. João Palhinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Argentina have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And time is up. Portugal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. David Villa. Really fierce, close defending. Stood up well to him there. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Batistuta. And Hernandez. And here's Batistuta. Romero running with the ball. Serginho. Well timed, excellent interception. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Neymar having a look. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Beckham. Now it's Neymar. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And here's Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's had a shot! Just off target.
Batistuta usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Batistuta. David Villa. And it's Conte. Can he get it through? Mbappe! That looks a good ball. Goalkeeper's ball. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Musiala chasing after it. Beckham. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Good spot, he's seen the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hernandez. Beckham. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that has been cut short. Pedri. Well read, nice interception. And it's Neymar. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, played through for the wide man. That was always going to be the keeper's. Pedri. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's been... Big chance! Goal! Senegal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
But pour l'équipe du Sénégal. Après 28 minutes de jeu, le numéro 9.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
David Villa.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Some resolute defending there. David Villa. Lam. And here's Neymar. 15 minutes till half-time. Great defending, strong and determined. Senegal with the corner, they're first. Hernandez attempts a clearance. And that is out of play. Looks to the other side. Serginho. Neymar. Cleared without hesitation. Mbappe. And the counter is on. Van Bouten gets a foot in here. It's a throw-in. And it's Batistuta. Lam. David Villa. David Villa. Looking for the runner. Just eases him off the ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, easy pickings there. And he has been fouled there. Done delicately. Musiala. Mbappe. David Villa.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Beckham. Pedri. And Alexander-Arnold.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Van Bouten calmly anticipates. David Villa. In with the challenge. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Hernandez getting this one clear. And claimed it back swiftly.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Alexander-Arnold. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe. Beckham. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, and Batistuta! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hernandez. Back into the middle. Batistuta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pedri. Musiala! Musiala! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
David Villa looking to penetrate opposition lines. And straight into the wall. Pinches it off him. Beckham. David Villa. Batistuta. For Musiala. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Beckham.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Chance for the header! Goal! Barcelona are back in business. Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Looking for options for movement. Senegal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Batistuta. Mbappe. David Villa. And the finish! Goal! Senegal! And they get themselves in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Senegal go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Beckham. It's a sweet ball, that.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that has not gone well. Now the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that should get the job done. And it's Lahm. Great pressure, plenty of it. Driving forward. Batistuta. He's got away. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
That is a brilliant interception.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he's gone backward here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, no joy this time. Bayer punts it upfield. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. That's good play. Chance to finish. And that's off target.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Well, they've got it again. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. David Villa. David Villa. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Beckham. Kante concedes a free kick for that. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a little off target. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Hernandez. Batistuta. Oh, sweet feet.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
David Villa. That's tidy. And it's Conte. Lahm. Beckham did just about enough to come out on top. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, and it's come back out to him. He has done it! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Senegal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Alexander-Arnold. Neymar. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Romero is there and he can get that clear. The ball has bounced loose now. Shapes to shoot! He should have put that one away.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Some Front-footed pressing going on here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now it's Batistuta. Pedri. Beckham. Alexander-Arnold. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lam. Kante is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Attention, changement.
And here's Neymar. Looking tidy in possession here. Romero. Ball is over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
De temps additionnel.
Driving through the middle. Mbappe. Mbappe! Another big chance that gets away.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Four extra minutes added on. Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckham. That's good running with the ball. Batistuta. Taken back almost at once. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They are rampant! And surely that settles it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. Solid! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. De Paul. Gallagher. Out to the left it goes. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. That's a decent clearance. Aimed beyond the chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Great hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Llorente gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Solot. Pablo Barrios. Face to face with the... He's got the shot away! Goal!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Chips it through. Oh, that was vital. We've got a throw in. Pablo Barrios. Alvarez. Referee has just said play on. Can he spark a counter here? He has found the way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And that has been knocked clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lampard.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's beaten the last man. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what a climb! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bastoni.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Mbappe. Longley wins the duel this time. Now it's Lampard. And there's green grass ahead of him. Terrific header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Llorente. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Cleared away. Pedri. Batistuta. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. De Paul. And here's the chance to counter. Musiala. That's a shade optimistic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lenormand gets rid without sophistication.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, right place, right time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Can he get away here? Gallagher. Barrios. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. And it's Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Longley gets it away. De Paul. Alvarez. He's right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. Javi Galan. He's in space and looking for options. De Paul is onto this, and he's certainly onside here. Goes to finish! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
Hakimi. Robson. It's Pedri. Robson. Now it's Batistuta. That's Sorlot. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a good ball out wide. Longley gets across to intercept that. Llorente. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Gallagher. Musiala is the guilty party there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 42 será sustituido por el dorsal 14.
Longley. Pablo Barrios has created one goal already.
847 espectadores.
Now it's Batistuta. And it's Belletti. He's got space in the area. And here's Lampard. Lampard gets flagged offside.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gallagher. Now that looks a decent ball. That is Alvarez! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was.
And the finish!
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Robson. Lenormand is there to clear. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Romero, and that has put paid to that. Gallagher, Barrios, De Paul, and Javi Galan. Barrios, Galan, De Paul, Galan. More and more pressure on the ball here. Longley. And Javi Galan. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, third corner of the game.
Lampard, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 8 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, Messi, el dorsal 87, el dorsal 21.
And now they can spring out of defence. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Lemar. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Correa. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Lenormand. De Paul. Gallagher. De Paul. Llorente. Well, that has not gone well. Belletti. Batistuta is herring after that one. De Paul. Griezmann. Alvarez. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Messi. Romero. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is thoroughly disappointing on all counts. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators.